Welcome to IAHD's annual Richard P. Biondi Corporate Recognition Awards Breakfast. I'm Omaira Andino, and I'm the CEO at IAHD. For 32 years, IAHD has honored more than 100 people and organizations at this breakfast, usually in a bustling room filled with family, friends, and supporters. But today, for the first time, we do so virtually, and from the looks of this weather, you're probably glad you can join us from the comfort of your own home or office. We may not be together physically, but we are certainly together in spirit. At IAHD, we strive to support people and their families in a way that honors their life's preferences, desires, and goals. Today, more than ever, we need partners like you to help us do just that. So grab your cup of coffee or your tea, maybe a little breakfast, and join us as we honor those who've made significant contributions to the people we support and the essential workers they rely on. My co-host this morning, Patty Reynolds, comes from a family of IAHD champions. His parents have been a part of the IAHD family for many years, and his father is currently a board member. Like his dad, Patty has joined the board as well and has proven to be as passionate a partner as his father. Please welcome my co-host, Patty Reynolds.
Thank you, Omaira. Thank you for the kind words. Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Patty Reynolds, and I'm the treasurer for the board of directors of IAHD. I'm grateful for your attendance and support, and very honored to be co-hosting today with today's event with our captain, our leader, the CEO of IAHD, Omaira Andino. Under normal circumstances, she is a great leader, but during this time of COVID-19, she has truly shown her greatness, navigating IAHD through the toughest of times. Thank you, Omaira, for all that you do. I'm also honored to introduce our first speaker, a familiar name in these parts, Rich Biondi. Rich's father was a great friend to IAHD, and Rich continues his father's legacy by being part of the IAHD Leadership Committee. Take it away, Rich.
Good morning. I'm Rich Biondi. My father, Richard Biondi, always saw the best in people and wanted to do what he could to help them live meaningful lives. As a charismatic voice for IAHD, he provided fundraising efforts and public relations for the small nonprofit organization. After his passing, the organization named the annual event in his honor. Today, October 30th of 2020, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 32nd annual Richard P. Biondi Corporate Recognition Awards Breakfast. Thank you and enjoy your day.
Thank you very much, Rich, and thank you for your continued support of IAHD. Although our theme today is to look into the future, it's important to reflect on the special things we have done here at IAHD, as well as some of the challenges we face. And who knows better than that than our CEO, my co-host, Omaira.
That's right, Patty. What a year this has been for IAHD. We were hit with the pandemic, the likes of which none in our generation has seen. There's political and social unrest and funding cuts threatening the much needed supports and services that we provide to some of our most vulnerable citizens. Yet through it all, IAHD staff and board came together to find innovative ways to ensure people got what they needed. We encouraged each other to hang on, in anticipation of a brighter future, and in the end, we rested on the fact that we had each other, no matter what came our way. One person who did all that he could to help IAHD stay positive and stay focused was our board vice chair, Jeff Winnick. Jeff has been a partner and a sounding board for us as we navigated through these tumultuous waters. Today, he's here with a special message for you.
Hi, my name is Jeff Winnick. My family has been part of the IAHD family for nearly 60 years. I have seen my family struggle as my widowed mother raised my developmentally disabled brother and me. Our fortunes changed when my mother found a group of mothers who were also struggling to find a life for their developmentally challenged children. Those mothers became the founding families of IAHD when they met Dr. Jack Goodsight. The organization has grown to serve 700 developmentally disabled adults. As my IAHD family enabled my brother to lead a meaningful life, it also enabled my mother and me to have the security and to know that our family member would be loved and cared for by an organization of extraordinary individuals. There are thousands of families that have been positively impacted by IAHD. You may have noticed that I have used the words family and struggle a number of times. I have used those words to highlight the struggle that my IAHD family faces. COVID has hit us hard. Our dedication to the individuals we support has not wavered. However, each day brings a new challenge. Funding has been cut to levels that have forced us at IAHD to face heartbreaking choices of cutting programs and furloughing some of our dedicated staff. We need your help now more than ever. Our mission is to serve the disabled is being challenged. Please reach deep into your pockets and support the men and women of IAHD. Be thankful for your family and support my IAHD family as they struggle through these challenging times. I will match dollar for dollar every dollar donated up to a total of $2,000 that you make today. Please help. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you for your generosity, Jeff. Your support to us at IAHD has been and continues to be invaluable. As we look to the future, we can't help but reflect on the past. IAHD has proven we can stand the test of time, even through times of war, the assassinations of political and civil rights leaders, and even a current pandemic that's taken the lives of more than 200,000 Americans. The essential workers at IAHD continue in their relentless pursuit of providing support to people for more than 63 years. IAHD has proven that in spite of adversity, we remain steadfast in our mission. Take a look.
The middle of the last century was incredible, to say the least. Incredible events and turmoil, and advances in science and technology. It was a time dominated by the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, man setting foot on the moon, and the assassinations of leaders and visionaries. IAHD's founder, Dr. Jack Goodsight, had started a small program in the Bronx, and his interactions with the children and their families drew upon his physical therapy background, his incorporation of swimming, reflexology, physical activation, behavioral strategies, and counseling techniques. Before long, many parents were turning to IAHD for support. The coronavirus pandemic has left its devastating mark and continues to threaten lives, impact world economies, and change the very nature of daily life. No one is sure what this new normal will be. At the same time, uprisings of centuries-old discriminations are brought to the forefront of every American screen. Echoes of unrest and the anguish of all that divides us, assaulting our sensibilities and shaking us to our core. Add to that the ongoing threat of climate change, and it feels at times that something's got to give. The tipping point is now, and yet we're already too late. There is, however, one thing we know we can count on: change. A essential workers are the backbone of IAHD and have shown us all that when giving kindness, we positively impact the lives of others as well as our own lives. IAHD values each individual and their unique and diverse qualities. We believe in nurturing mutually respectful partnerships with families, communities, providers, and professionals. IAHD listens to each person with dignity and respect, supporting personal perspectives, values, beliefs, and preferences. Change is inevitable, this we know. As we think about our future and who will be carrying this torch forward towards this unknown tomorrow, we realize that we must first put our faith in the pioneers who remain steadfast in their pursuit of a greater good for all humankind, the visionaries who build upon ideas that move us forward in our pursuit of our own goals and personal freedoms, and our leaders who understand that far more can be accomplished when people work together towards a common goal and a better quality of life for everyone. As we look to the future, let us see a brighter day when we are all living enriched and fulfilled lives.
Hello, I'm Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, and I'm happy to be here virtually for your 32nd Annual Corporate Recognition Awards. IAHD advocates for the most vulnerable, ensuring everyone in their care lives a life of dignity and fulfillment. In fact, IAHD workers have cleaned my offices for years, and I hope to see them back soon. I'd like to thank your CEO, Amira and Dina, and the board for incredible leadership throughout this pandemic. Congratulations to the honorees, and thank you for your support.
Thank you very much to Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins. Senate Majority Leader Stewart-Cousins has been a longtime friend to IAHD and is one of our most important supporters. Not only can we count on her for her support, but we can always count on her to get things done. Thank you, Honorable Stewart-Cousins. Folks, COVID-19 has impacted us all, but IAHD and those we support have been severely impacted. Our billings are down by over $1 million per month, not $1 million flat, $1 million per month. And we have incurred more than $453,000 in expenses due to the pandemic. To keep all those staff employed, we need financial support from the community, from folks like you. I challenge all of you today to make a difference. Now, it's not easy to ask people for money, but today's different. I've seen firsthand the difference IAHD makes on individuals we serve and their families, and we need your help. I guarantee your donations today will make a difference. I sat on an audit committee this past Monday and can proudly say that 91% of our operation budget goes to programs that support our individuals. That means for every $100 raised, $91 will go to the programs that directly support our individuals. Now, typically at this event, we'd be having raffles and auctions, but that's not the case this year. I can't say that your donation will give you a shot at getting a nice dinner at an area restaurant or 2 tickets on the 50-yard line to a Jets or Giants game. But Amira, considering how those teams are playing, that might be considered punishment. But the point is, I challenge you all to donate for the individuals we serve, for their families, and our dedicated staff, because I guarantee you will undoubtedly make a difference in someone's life and help support all of us here at IAHD. So please text IAHD, and the phone number is 833-562-0429. And look at that, we got Dennis and Cynthia Kern, and we got Sterling Bank, Rich Biondi. Thank you so much, folks. But we got to get that meter up. So I'm going to be checking in 3 or 4 times to see how much higher that meter's going. So please, donate what you can. We appreciate all the support we can get. Now let's get to the reason why we're all here today. We're here to celebrate some great individuals. So our first honoree, our Health and Human Interest Pioneer honoree, is Kate Cassidy from Caremount Medical. Kate's work focuses on changing and improving the way healthcare providers and insurance companies communicate with each other. So from all of us here at IAHD, congratulations, Kate.
Kate at Caremount makes an immeasurable difference to our team. She is thinking about problems in really unique ways. She's working across a really diverse team. a team that has all different kinds of talents and capabilities. Kate has a unique ability to recognize and really appreciate all of the things that different members of our team deliver. And I think that she's thinking about problems that are not unique to Caramount, but are at the forefront of healthcare. And I really admire her for all the work that she's doing.
So I talk about these kind of fundamental themes in our humanness and how they have particular salience for healthcare. And I think that that's a very clear piece of this puzzle. But the other piece is that, this is a difficult time, to say the least. And something I say to myself a lot is, do not wish for the lighter load, but for the stronger back. And I think that applies to all people, the most vulnerable to the most privileged. And it is unique. This is an institution, and Caramount particularly is a place where we welcome that diversity. And it makes us better. It makes us better at delivering care to the people in our communities. And it becomes a cornerstone of our resilience and capability. Because it doesn't matter if you are disabled or perfectly able-bodied. Healthcare treats and seeks to mend the brokenness, no matter how severe it is. Because I feel that it's highly likely, and I'm a numbers person, that things could get worse before they get better. And our own individual realities are always subject to just the flux of what can happen in any moment. We're all vulnerable and we're all exposed. But if we just believe in our ability to persist, even when we think we can't, that's the first step to doing something really great. I think that as a society, it is incredibly important to protect our most vulnerable. And that's something that healthcare seeks to do. We seek to meet people where they are, and we seek to provide the tools to live the life that maximizes your own human potential. And all of us have something to offer. And what healthcare has to do is stitch together all those different perspectives and come up with something that serves us all. And it's a task. But I find that the more open we are to people who are different and to perspectives that are not our own, the closer we get to achieving that aim. I'm incredibly honored to receive this award from IAHD. I think this is just a tremendous moment in my career, and it means a lot to me, particularly because this represents working with folks and being able to highlight those with disabilities that otherwise don't get this kind of a spotlight.
Congratulations, Kate, and thank you for using your gifts and your talents to have a positive impact on our society. It's young professionals like Kate who give us hope for a brighter future. When we have innovators and thought leaders at the helm of these complex systems, not only do people with intellectual and developmental disabilities benefit, but we all benefit. We at IAHD are fortunate to have a board chair in Mary St. Mark, who's not afraid to fight for those whose voices are often not heard. Her passion is so contagious that others are moved to get involved once they meet her. Hear how Dr. Paul Kim, board member, joined the board because of Mary.
Hello, my name is Paul Kim. I'm one of the board members at IAHD, and I want to tell you a story of how I came to IAHD and how I met Mary St. Mark's, who brought me into IAHD. 15 years ago, when my son was 6 years old, I met Mary St. Mark's, the president of the board of IAHD. She came to visit me. Mary invited me to join her at an IAHD meeting. And through all the years, Mary had described being a parent of a special needs child as a lifelong journey, similar to running a long race. There were many obstacles and struggles along the way, and she had to fight for what her son needed. There were also individuals and groups that cheered her on and helped her achieve the goals that her son and family set out for. Now that my son is old enough to enter a day program, I can see firsthand that IAHD strives to provide my son and our family a sense of security and hope for his future. In the future, I see IHD will continue to develop their life skills program and have more inclusions out in the community. Thank you, and thank you for your generosity.
Thank you, Dr. Kim. It's advocates like you who help IAHD keep our mission at the forefront. Embracing families and enriching lives is not something that we just say here at IAHD. It's something that we actually live and believe in, and the support of family and advocates is key to realizing those values. So it's snowing where I am. I don't know if it's snowing where you are, but I'm ready for some entertainment. Are you? Up next, we have our very own Matt Kiami, second vice chair of the board, and Acoustic Positivity, and they'll perform their #1 single, How to Smile Today. Join in on the fun. Feel free to get up, dance, sing along. Enjoy.
Living is living in hopes and beginnings. Let's show each other how to smile today. Early in the morning was another rainy night. So much misunderstanding. One thing I know from the bottom of my heart, we gotta love one another, but that'll be a start. Our home, sisters and brothers, in one big family, humanity. Giving is living in hopes and beginnings. Let's make a brighter new day. Loving and caring for sisters and brothers. Let's show each other how to smile today. Everyday people in the front lines. In these times, everyday people work selfless acts of love and mind. They put our arms around each other, bring fun to ones who need. We are stronger together, as one will succeed. Taking care of others, respectfully, responsibly. Heroes were here. Loudly thank thee, loudly thank thee. Giving is living in hopes and beginnings. Let's make a brighter new day. Loving and caring for sisters and brothers. Let's show each other how to smile today. Let's make a brighter new day. Let's let the sun shine all day. Let's join hands and pray. Together we all can say. Giving is living in hopes and beginnings. Giving is living in hopes and beginnings. Let's make a brighter day. Loving and caring for sisters and brothers. Let's show each other how to smile today. How to smile today. How to smile today. How to smile today. How to smile today.
Matthew Kiami once again. I hope you enjoyed the video. How to Smile Today was written for essential workers in mind. And now that you've seen the people, the members, the family of IAHD, I'd like to take this opportunity and to remind you to please partner with IAHD. Every little bit is so important, especially today. Every little bit counts. So thank you once again to all of you, sponsors, contributors, and partners.
How the heck am I supposed to follow that up? So thank you very much, Acoustic Positivity, Matt Kiami. That was awesome. The song How to Smile Today was written by Matt Kiami, who certainly had IAHD's essential workers and the people they support in mind. Soon the song will be available for download with 100% of the proceeds being donated directly to IAHD. So please be sure to visit IAHDNY.org to download the song, which will sure to make you smile. Seeing that video does remind me of the first dinner dance I went to, and it was actually one of the first times I went to an event with the individuals we serve. And the best way to describe the dinner dance is it's kind of like prom, and it was held at Marina del Rey, which is sandwiched between the Throgs and Whitestone bridges. Our individuals and staff were dressed up for a night of good eats and dancing. I get there and everyone starts to come on in, and I was amazed. Everyone had a smile on their face. Everyone was dancing and having a good time. Now, admittedly, I had to leave and go outside down by the water. I was very emotional and was crying like a baby. I was so happy to see everyone, including our employees, having the time of their life. Made me very proud to be a part of IAHD. Later in the night, my mom commented on how great our staff were treating and supporting our individuals, and she called them angels, and she's right. There are many more programs and events that we do that keep our individuals smiling. Our loss of funding due to COVID-19 threatens these programs. Prior to COVID-19, more than 800 individuals received support from IAHD. Now more than half are no longer receiving support. This forces IAHD to make tough decisions for our programs and employees. So now I see the meters back. So why don't we see if we can increase that total, ensure that IAHD can continue to support our smiling individuals with IDD and support our angels that make this happen. So please text IAHD to 833-562-0429, right down here. Come on. I see 37,000, it was 36,000 before. I see the audience, I see you guys out there, so please do what you can. And I just want to say thank you to our past CEO. I see Stanley supporting us and also Michael Burns. So please, folks, you're going to help keep these programs running and keep people employed. So let's keep this going and keep this rolling. And now it's time to honor our game changer honoree, Brian Uribe. Brian is the founder and CEO of Yofi, a mobile app that helps Americans handle their credit card debt. The app analyzes users' various debts, then uses an algorithm to identify the best payment strategies. So from all of us here at IAHD, congratulations, Brian.
Working with Brian is a little bit like signing up for the Special Forces, right? Brian is a no-nonsense kind of guy when it comes to getting work done.
My name is Brian Uribe, founder and CEO of Yofi, the world's first debt assistant. Our mission as a company is to make financial freedom accessible to everyone. The one thing that this pandemic has showed us, specifically in New York, is just how many essential workers there are. We, as a country, can't function without our nurses, without our doctors, without our grocery workers, without a lot of our nonprofit and social workers either. With Yofi, I hope to make a meaningful change in helping these essential workers have access to resources and also helping them understand that they may not need to make more money. They may just need to think about money differently. So what we want to do is help these people establish a better financial foundation so that they're not leaving these essential careers. We want to give these first responders, these essential workers, these heroes, a way to even the playing field and understand how should I be spending my money without having to compromise my quality of life, compromise my family. And a lot of these people struggle with that every day because they don't have the tools available to them to make some of these financial decisions. We want to augment people's financial intelligence and make them more financially literate, and helping people understand where the money's coming in from, where the money's going to, and how making minor changes is going to improve and impact their quality of life is critical to us as a company. And our specific measurement is how fast can we help people get out of debt. Now, it's a little contrary to our business model because technically we want to help people get out of debt, but as soon as they're out of debt, why do they need Yofi? And that's where the second phase of our company comes into play, where how do we help these people stay out of debt? How do we monitor how they're spending their money? How do we monitor where their money's going to or where it's coming from? How are they moving their money around and making sure that, okay, maybe I don't need those heels, or maybe I don't need that trip. Maybe I could just save for 1 or 2 more months and it'll have a much greater impact on my long-term financial standing. And third phase would ultimately be, how do we help these people achieve their financial goals? Because a lot of what happens is, in these working class families, in these working class communities, they don't have access to the people that have these answers. As a first generation Dominican, my parents immigrated into this country. So I had to figure out the financial system myself. Now, I was lucky because my mom is an accountant, my dad does taxes, so I had a little bit of an advantage, but there's still aspects of living a healthy financial lifestyle that just wasn't readily available to me. And that happens with a lot of working class families where they don't have that cousin that's making $100,000 that works on Wall Street to say, hey, where should I put my money in on my 401k? Or do I even need a 401k? The real heroes are the first responders, the medical professionals, the people that work at these nonprofit organizations, our essential workers. My colleagues and myself, we're really focused on making that change, on making the world a better place in whatever way, shape, or form possible. You know, I'm honored, and I look forward to just continuing to change the game, continuing to push the needle forward, raise the bar, and push us as a people forward and help everyone everywhere get out of debt, stay out of debt, and achieve their financial goals. I appreciate you, IAHD, and we're going to keep pursuing our mission of making financial freedom accessible. Thank you.
Congratulations, Brian, and thank you. But good luck trying to get us ladies from not buying more shoes. One of the reasons we chose Brian to receive this Game Changer Award is because we realize how vital our essential workers are. Our hope is that the work Brian is doing to help essential workers achieve financial stability and wealth will allow them to continue doing the necessary work they do every day, because now more than ever, we need those heroes Brian refers to. And speaking of heroes, a different kind of hero on the front lines are the legislators working to help organizations like IAHD. Let's hear from Senator David Carlucci, a friend and partner of IAHD.
Hi, I'm Senator David Carlucci, chair of the Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Committee in the New York State Senate. I want to thank the Institutes of Applied Human Dynamics for the tremendous work you do to support our most vulnerable populations. The direct service professionals working at IAHD are a tremendous asset to our entire community. The work that you do does not go unnoticed, and we have to make sure that we make it a priority in New York to support you who are supporting our most vulnerable populations. I look forward to the successes that you'll bring in the future, and I know that we have many challenges before us. But working together, we'll be able to meet those challenges head on and continue to provide amazing services to our most vulnerable populations. I want to thank all of you for the tremendous work that you do and look forward to your continued success. Thank you.
It's legislators like Senator Carlucci who stand shoulder to shoulder with us as we keep the needs of the people we support at the forefront of this fight. Thank you, Senator. During these tumultuous times, we could use a little more joy, laughter, and love, wouldn't you say? You're in for a treat from an up-and-coming artist, True Osborne, debuting his newest single, Supernatural Love, reminding us that it's time to spread more love.
You made the heavens, planted the earth, gave us stars for direction. But what was it worth if we don't have love? Oh, your perfect love. You filled the oceans, painted the sky, gave us each other. So tell me why we're lacking love. Oh, why we're lacking love. you see the darkness trying to divide? You know it's up to us to keep shining bright and let our hearts stay lifted high. Oh, can't you see the darkness trying to divide? Yeah, you know it's up to us to keep shining bright and let our hearts stay lifted high. Oh, you can prophesy, speak in the tongues of men, but if you don't have compassion, how will they understand that we're made from love? Oh, we're made from love. Hey. Oh, can't you see the darkness trying to divide? My Lord, you know it's up to us to keep shining bright, let our hearts stay lifted high. Oh, can you see the darkness trying to divide? Yeah, you know it's up to us to keep shining bright and let our hearts stay lifted high. Time to spread more love. Oh, perfect love. Hey, hey, hey. Supernatural love. Ooh, your love.
How come I'm following up the musical acts today, Amira? So thank you very much, True Osborne. A song like Choose is important. It grounds us and reminds us that we need to have a positive outlook, especially to get through the current environment. Next, we have a testimonial from Laura Kierans on the impact IAHD has had on her and her sister.
IAHD has had a huge impact on our family, especially my sister, Deborah, who resides at one of the group homes. Ever since IAHD has taken over the residence, not only my sister, but all the other individuals they're well taken care of. They're loved. I can plainly see that from the way staff interacts with the individuals and with my sister, which is something that I call them my individuals, have really never had before. And it's actually a blessing that IAHD has taken over, and my family and I, we couldn't be happier.
Thank you, Laura. I remember the board meeting when a letter was read from Laura on how IAHD impacted her and her sister's life. And it was very powerful, and it served as a reminder to the board on the impact we have on individuals we serve and their families. IAHD could not have been more grateful to help Laura and her sister. We were happy to provide them with better and brighter days. And that is why your donations today are important, and I still make a challenge to all of you to make a difference. And as we take a look at the meter, all right, a little bit of a jump there. But now I'm going to have to get involved. I'm going to text IAHD to 833-562. Everyone, get on. Come on. I know you all are checking Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. 0429. And I'm texting IAHD. Look at that. Taking the link over, and I'm going to make my donation. And I want to see more of a jump on that meter, folks. I see everyone out there in the audience cam, so I can't wait to razz you guys later for not donating. But thank you very much. The Bulbs Are Us, and also Effective Management Associated. And we appreciate your guys' support. You guys are changing lives as we speak. Now, I'm not supposed to play favorites. I love all my IAHD family the same. but I have some great works of art from our IAHD art program, including this one right up here, which was made by Timothy. And Aaron and Johnny from IAHD do a great job heading it. So let's take a look at our next video, which highlights the IAHD arts program.
Art speaks what words are unable to explain. Matthias Lopez Castro. Hi, my name is Johnny Matei. I'm the Creative Arts Coordinator at IAHD. For the past year and a half, I've had the honor of working with many of the individuals in the program, and I've watched them develop as artists. I would like to take a moment to introduce you to 4 of our amazing and talented artists. Each one of these individuals brings a unique perspective to what it looks like to be seen and acknowledged as an artist with a disability. Teresa is a very expressive artist who uses tactile connection to the world around her to communicate emotion through her pieces. Teresa's work reflects her own movements and the way she engages with the world. There's a hidden and beautiful language in her work. Shaisha Moore is a visual artist with a talent for creating tactile experiences on canvas. She loves immersing herself in conversation and has a deep love of music. Creating art helps Shaisha find her center. It is a way that she finds peace within herself. Mary Ann Parsons possesses a natural talent for art. Looking at her work, one would think she had formal training. Mary Ann uses organic forms to create abstract compositions. Mary Ann is a humble artist. When asked about her work, she replies, "I'm just trying things out." Sure, Mary Ann, sure. Over the past year, Fausto has developed his unique perspective through a constant willingness to try new things. His growth as an artist has not been limited to himself. Fausto has become a motivator for many of the other artists he works with. Fausto will not let anyone doubt their own ability, and is often heard saying to his peers when they are struggling, "We learn by trying." Go Fausto. Even though many things have changed since COVID, the gratitude and fulfillment that comes from being able to inspire people to develop their creative voice has never diminished. On behalf of all the artists at IAHD, I would like to thank you for joining us.
Hey, Patty, so you're not the only one who can show off your artwork from some of our IAHD artists. I love to do my Zoom meetings right here because I get so many compliments on all the artwork that I have from the individuals here who've created their art. At IAHD, we recognize the positive impacts the arts has on all of us, including the people we support. And it's important to be exposed to the arts through a myriad of opportunities, including music, painting, and dance. By having these opportunities to explore, many of the people at IAHD have unleashed hidden talents, and you've witnessed some of that greatness. Thank you to the artists for sharing their gifts with us. If you'd like to see more original works of art on display, they will be at the Hendrick Hudson Free Library in Montrose, New York for the entire month of December. So it looks like it's time for us to recognize our final, but not the least, of our honorees, our Community Leadership Award. It goes to the Westchester County Executive, George Latimer. George has led and continues to lead Westchester County through this pandemic with tenacity and compassion. When we need a hand, we know we can count on George to be there. I had a chance to talk with the county executive one-on-one. Take a look.
Hi, this is Senator Andrea Stewart-Cousins, just congratulating my good friend, County Executive George Latimer. George, you always know what the right priorities are, and I'm so happy that you are getting this leadership award for your support of IAHD. Congratulations.
So one of the questions that we'd like for you to talk to us about are what are the most challenging times you've experienced as county executive here in Westchester?
Well, I think pretty clearly the COVID outbreak has tested us, all of us, myself and everyone, in a way that we never anticipated. We're looking at a pandemic for which there is no parallel in 100 years. Mm-hmm. And the government and the structure of the county was completely different 100 years ago. I think what happens when something like this comes is you realize how much you're dependent on having a good team of people around you, that there be capable people in every field of endeavor, that we have an exceptional Commissioner of Health, Dr. Shalita Amler, that we have a capable emergency services department that was tasked with obtaining and helping to distribute the PPE, personal protective equipment, which was needed. And you make those decisions hoping and believing that you're going to protect the largest number of people, because that's what your job is. That's what the job of county executive is at its core. I know inside it's a team of people that did this, and I'm very grateful to that team.
How has your work impacted those people in Westchester who do have a developmental and/or other type of disability?
You know, I think the important thing to understand is that for most people who are not impacted by a family member that goes through this, they don't necessarily understand why we spend the money and the time and the energy and the effort. But for those families that do have a relative, a loved one, they want their loved one to have as normal a life as we all do. If it's your child, if it's your brother, your sister, you want that person to enjoy life through whatever those disabilities might be, and to provide services, which is what IAHD does, and the medical and the mental health, the social professionals that are part of your family of services, and supported by what the county does and the county programs, to give people that sense of a normal life. But we rely on IAHD. We rely on people who made their whole career serving people with these needs and know how to deliver the service and to do it with human sensitivity. There's different philosophies at work in the society, and they're not going to be papered over.
So IAHD proudly presents the Community Leadership Award to George Latimer, our Westchester County Executive, in recognition of your steadfast leadership of our communities during difficult times and for advocating for the rights and safety of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities as we navigate the future towards a brighter tomorrow. We are grateful for your tireless efforts and support. This presented on October 30th, 2020 by the IAHD Board Chair, Mary Kay St. Mark, who could not be here, and myself. So congratulations.
Thank you very much, Amira. This is gorgeous, and I accept it gratefully, but not just on my own behalf of all the people that work with Westchester County, the executive team that we have here, and the hardworking men and women who have worked under other administrations and are so committed to the cause as a government of working with local organizations such as yours with the mission that you have. I also accept it aspirationally, looking to the future, that this is a promissory note that the county will do more, will do better, and will be a better partner in the days to come. So thank you very much. It's a lovely award, and I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
Congratulations, George. It was really an honor to sit and chat with my friend and our county executive about the plans for the future. With partners like George Latimer in government, we can count on their support for the people who count on IAHD. Thank you, George. And Patty, back to you.
Thanks, Amira. On behalf of the board, I just want to say thank you to all those who could attend today and donate. We appreciate your help, support, and donations. You truly are making a difference. I wanted to make a special shout out to the IAHD essential workers. Words cannot describe the work these individuals have done over the past 8 months, and really just in general. You carry out the mission of IAHD, and I and everyone else are very thankful for you. And with that, I see that we got our meter up to $40,000. And I just want to let everyone know that donations do not stop at the end of this event. You can always make a donation at any time at iahdny.org. And I will now hand off the rest of the program to Amira. But before I do, to all those that attended, thank you, thank you, thank you. And be safe and be well.
Hasn't this just been a wonderful morning, Patty? And everyone out there, thank you so much for spending this time with us, and thank you for your generosity. Rest assured that the money raised today and in the days to come will be used to enhance programs and supports for the individuals that we support at IAHD. Remember, for every $100 that we raise, $91 go directly toward programs for the people that we support. I'd like to take a final opportunity to thank a few people. First and foremost, I want to thank Mary St. Mark for the theme of this breakfast. Looking to the future was Mary's idea. It was she who, in the middle of a pandemic, had the foresight to insist we not focus only on the adversity that we may have been going through at the time, but that we also prepare for the future by engaging innovators and thought leaders. I also want to thank the board of directors who have entrusted the care of the individuals at IAHD and the staff in me. The event planning committee was very instrumental in this program, and I was just happy to see your faces out there this morning. Thank you so much for your time and your ideas, your innovation, your imagination to putting this all together, as well as the leadership committee for your support and your steadfast commitment to IAHD. I really would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to Amy King. Amy was literally the mastermind behind all of this. She's a one-woman team. She put everything together. She stressed out about every single detail. She was the voiceover for our video. She is just truly a Renaissance woman. So thank you so much, Amy. We are indebted to you for putting this together the way you have. And I really have to thank the sponsors who have helped us to raise the much needed funds that we need to provide supports for people at IAHD. So I just want to reiterate our platinum sponsor, Hab Bank. Thank you so much for your support. Our gold sponsors, Windsor Management, and our silver sponsors, Mutual of America, Effective Management, the Biondi family, and NYRX. And we also had a slew of individual and underwriting sponsors. Thank you so much. Your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I also want to say thank you to the honorees. Without you, we wouldn't have a program. We reached out and we looked for those honorees that were instrumental in what is happening today. And we thank you for your vision. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing in our communities. I also want to thank our legislators who continue to partner with us and joined us on this program. Senator David Carlucci and Stuart Cousins, our majority leader, Stuart Cousins. So I just want to also let everyone know that we have proclamations for all of our honorees from our Senate Majority Leader, Andrea Stuart Cousins, who has sent them over to us. Under normal circumstances, we would provide them to the honorees in person, but today we will be sending them out to you. Thank you all for joining us this morning. It's been a great 1 hour program. It's not the same as sitting together and enjoying our time, but we appreciate that you joined us this morning. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Accept whatever life brings and don't sweat all the little things. May you have enough to eat. May you find a place to sleep, a comfortable bed, a roof above, in a home filled with love. Find something you can do every day that makes someone happy in some little way. May your joy be grand and your troubles few. This is my prayer for you. May you be free of grief and in your heart reign. May your patience and knowledge expand, and your wisdom to understand. In these times may we find peace, may all of our blessings increase. May we be grateful for all we have, and remember to give back. Find something you can do every day that makes someone happy in some little way. troubles few. This is my prayer for you. May you walk beside waters calm and clear, with your family and friends nearby. May your days be happy and filled with cheer, and sun shining in a blue sky. May you find something you can do every day that makes someone happy in some little way. May your joy be grand and your troubles few. This is my prayer for you. This is my prayer for you.